אוקיי, פרק לא מן המניין, פשוט כי, ולא ערוך, בלי עריכת סאונד, בלי כלום, אז תסלחו לי פשוט. המוח שלי משתגע מהכלי החדש שגוגל השיקו, שנקרא NotebookLM, שפשוט זורקים לתוכו כתבה ב-PDF, או לינק לכתבה, נגיד שכתבנו, כמו מה שתכף תשמעו, והוא לוקח, בעברית אגב, מה שאני העליתי הוא בעברית, הוא לוקח את זה ותוך דקות ספורות הופך את זה לפודקאסט באנגלית, שיחה בין שני אנשים שנשמעת אמיתית לגמרי, זה מעניין, זה ממש כאילו שני אנשים באמת ישבו באולפן ופשוט דיברו על הנושא שאני כתבתי בצורה מטורפת. אז תאזינו, בבקשה, תסלחו לזה שלא ערכתי את הקטע הזה, אני פשוט לא יכולה אפילו לחכות לעורך סאונד שלי שיעשה את זה, אני רוצה להעלות את זה. יש בנוט של הפרק גם את הלינק לכלי, למי שמעוניין ללמוד על זה, כל העולם הפודקאסטים עכשיו בטירוף, רק שתדעו, ברגעים אלו ממש, וגם לכתבה עצמה, ווואו, נראה אם אתם תתלהבו כמוני, אני לא יודעת לאיפה זה ייקח אותנו, אבל בהחלט יהיה פה מעניין. אז אני מקווה שתהנו, או שלא, אני לא יודעת, אבל מהתוכן בטוח, לא משנה שזה באנגלית, יאללה, אני בטוחה שזה עוד יהיה בעברית בקרוב. אז הנה.
Okay, so picture this. It's 5 minutes to that big client presentation, right?
Yeah.
And you're tearing apart your computer, trying to find those updated slides.
Been there.
Right. Or maybe you just lost, like, hours to the abyss of browser tabs. You know that feeling?
Oh, yeah.
And you're no closer to finding what you actually need. It's like this, the modern entrepreneur's dilemma.
Yeah.
Information chaos.
And it's not just a, oh, I'm so disorganized thing, you know?
Right.
This chaos has a real impact. It costs you money, like directly impacts your bottom line as a business owner.
And that is exactly what we're diving into today. Going to use this insightful article we found as our guide. It's from a Hebrew business advice website.
Okay.
Now, before you say it, I know you might be thinking, Hebrew? What?
Yeah, a little bit.
And trust me on this, the language of information chaos, that's universal.
Oh, it totally is. And you know what? This article, it really resonated with me because it brings to light something a lot of entrepreneurs, they don't even realize it's costing them. Disorganized information.
It's such a hidden cost.
Big time.
So let's unpack it. This article, it breaks down how much poor information management really costs you. And they put it into 4 buckets. Wasted time, lost business, straight up financial losses, and then, of course, the stress.
Oh, the stress is real.
So real.
And these aren't just like small annoyances.
Yeah.
They can really like put the brakes on your business growth.
Hard stop. Let's start with the first one, the wasted time. The article, it drops this crazy stat. Employees waste, on average, 30% of their time at work just searching for information.
That's a lot of time.
It's a whole work day, every single week, just gone. Poof. Vanished into thin air, hunting for that one file or that email thread.
It's like saying goodbye to half a day of actually getting things done every single week.
Imagine what you could do at that time.
True.
That's like half a day to find a new client, to work on your marketing, or to finally finish that project that keeps getting put on the back burner.
It's huge. And speaking of clients, think about how this disorganization, it impacts them too.
Oh, 100%.
Inconsistent info, missed deadlines, scrambling for details during a call.
Not a good look.
Not at all. It all adds up to a pretty bad client experience.
It's like showing up to a meeting with 2 different shoes on.
Exactly.
It just makes you look bad, undermines you.
Totally. And in the business world.
So important.
Trust and your reputation, that's everything. And if you can't even deliver a smooth professional experience, clients, they notice that.
They notice, and then they take their business elsewhere.
Exactly.
And then on top of all that, there's the financial hit from just, like, messing up. I'm talking about when this chaos causes you to misfile an invoice, you miss a payment deadline, or you send a wrong quote.
Oof.
Yeah.
Painful.
And it happens. The article actually said that 40% of small businesses, they said they lost money directly because of mismanaged information.
That's huge.
It is. Think
Yeah.
about it. That could be you losing a major contract just because you couldn't find the right proposal in time.
Ouch. Okay. So that all sounds kind of dire. Like, is there any good news? What can we actually do about this whole information chaos problem? Well, the good news is the article doesn't just leave us hanging. There are solutions.
Yeah.
And they're actually doable, like no matter your tech skills or your budget.
Okay, so tell me more. Tell me more. What's the secret sauce? What do we do?
Well, it's not about some fancy software that you need a whole team to run.
Okay.
It's simpler than that. The article actually focuses on things that are easy to use, tools and strategies that you're probably already using.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Okay, so like Google Workspace, right? Your email, your documents, spreadsheets, it's all right there in one place.
Right.
Accessible from anywhere. And then there are the to-do list apps, things like Todoist.
Love a good to-do list.
Keeps your tasks straight, your projects organized. And then, of course, good old cloud storage.
Yeah.
Google Drive, Dropbox, those kinds of things.
So wait, are we saying goodbye to all the filing cabinets? And those towers of paper?
Well, ideally, yeah. That's the beauty of the cloud, right?
Right.
No more clutter, and you can get to your stuff from anywhere, securely.
Securely. That's important.
Totally. No more freaking out about spilling coffee on important papers either. Or like, what if there's a fire in the office?
Oh my gosh, don't even say that.
But with cloud storage, your important stuff is safe.
Okay, that does make me feel better. But I have to admit, going all digital can seem a little scary. What if you're not, like, a tech person?
Yeah, I get it. But you don't have to do it all at once.
Okay, good.
The article emphasizes that just starting small, building your system up gradually, one step at a time. It's not an overnight thing.
Small changes.
Exactly. Even if it's just like committing to a digital to-do list, you know, or setting up a shared cloud drive with your team. Even that can make a huge difference.
It's kind of like those people who make their bed every morning, you know?
Right.
It's not that the made bed magically makes them more productive, but...
It just sets the tone.
Exactly. It just creates a sense of order.
Exactly. And then, once you've got those small wins down,
Yeah.
you can start thinking about, like, automation.
See, now, automation always sounds a little intimidating, you know? Like, robots are going to take over my business.
Oh, come on. It's not that intense. It can actually be very simple. The article even talks about this app, Zapier, as an example.
Okay, I've heard of Zapier.
It basically connects different apps you use so they can talk to each other.
Okay.
Like, let's say someone fills out a contact form on your website, right?
Right.
Zapier can automatically take that info and make a new entry in your CRM. No extra work for you.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to manually enter all that info myself. That's
Yeah.
kind of amazing. Okay. Maybe I'm getting on board with this automation thing.
See, it's about working smarter, not harder, right? These
Right.
tools, they're supposed to help us, you know,
Yeah.
make our workflow better and honestly free up our minds for the important stuff. Like,
The big picture.
exactly. And speaking of simple things, routines are also really important.
Oh, routines. Those are good in theory. But let's be real.
Yeah, I know. Easier said than done, right?
Exactly.
But honestly, even just a few minutes every day or even once a week
Yeah.
to just tidy up those digital files, look over your to-do list, get that email inbox under control.
Right.
It makes a huge difference. It keeps things from getting out of hand.
It's true. It's way easier to keep things tidy than to do a massive cleanup, you know?
All right. A little effort up front saves you so much pant later on. And what I really like about this article is it doesn't just point out the problem, right? It actually gives you the power to fix it.
Yes. It reminds you, like, we're not drowning in a sea of information, right? Like, we've got this. There are tools, there are ways to take back control and actually enjoy our work again.
Yes, exactly. And you don't even have to spend a ton of money. The article mentions that a lot of these tools, they have free versions.
Okay, see, now that I like to hear, you don't have to build a whole new budget just to get organized.
Not at all. And even if you decide to go with the paid version later on, just think of it this way. The time and stress you save, totally worth it.
It's an investment in your sanity, in your business.
100%. So I want to throw this back to you, dear listener. If you had to pick just one thing from our deep dive today, one little change to make this week, what would it be?
Ooh, good question. What's the one thing that could make the biggest difference in how you work, how you feel, maybe even how much money you're making?
Exactly. Think about the stuff you use all the time in your business, like client info, pricing, product details, all that. What if you couldn't find that stuff when you needed it?
Oh, don't even put that out there.
Right. It's not just about, like, losing money either. It's missed chances, messed up relationships, and a whole lot of unnecessary stress.
So as we wrap up here, let's make a pact, okay? Everyone listening, let's banish information chaos from our businesses, from our lives. Start small. Make those routines stick. Don't be afraid of a little automation.
And remember, a well-organized digital life, that's a happy and productive one.
Truth. And hey, if you've got any hot tips on how you stay organized or a go-to strategy for keeping the chaos under control,
We want to hear it.
yes, share your wisdom with us, hit us up on social media, and until next time.
Happy organizing.